everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain typecasting in Java. What is typecasting? Typecasting is nothing but converting one data type into another data type. Whenever you are assigning value of one primitive data type to another primitive data type, what happens? Typecasting happens. When the two values are compatible, we don't have to do any extra step for doing typecasting. It is taken care by your compiler. But if suppose the values are not compatible to each other, then in that case, we have to do typecasting explicitly. So typecasting can be done explicitly by programmer also, or it is done by your compiler if the data types are compatible. Here we have types of typecasting. So there are two types of typecasting: implicit typecasting and explicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting is also known as widening, and explicit typecasting is also known as narrowing. Now let's understand what is implicit or widening. So this type of typecasting happens automatically. We don't have to write any extra line of code for doing this typecasting. Therefore, it is known as implicit typecasting. Whenever we assign smaller data type value to a larger data type, implicit typecasting happens. So why the name given as widening? Because we are assigning smaller data type value to larger data type value. So therefore, it is also called as widening. You can see over here, if you try to store byte value into a short variable, so that is possible because short is having larger size as compared to byte. Similarly, you can see over here, float is smaller than double. So you can store float value into double type of variable. So this type of casting happens automatically. We don't have to write any extra line of code. Explicit or narrowing typecasting. This typecasting is done by the programmer explicitly by writing few lines of code. So whenever one data type having larger size and they are converted into another data type who are having smaller size, then what happens? Explicit typecasting happens. Since we are assigning larger data type into smaller data type, so there is chances of data loss. It is called as narrowing because we are assigning larger data type value to a smaller data type. This type of conversion does not happen automatically because we are trying to assign larger value to smaller value. Now you can see over here, double is larger, it occupies 8 bytes of memory, and float is smaller, it occupies 4 bytes of memory. So now we are trying to assign double value to a float value. So here will be loss of your data. So similarly, you can see I'm trying to assign short value into a byte value. So I may lose my data. Next is what syntax of typecasting. Since implicit typecasting happens automatically, we don't have syntax for implicit typecasting. We have syntax for explicit typecasting. And what is the syntax? The target data type equal to, in parenthesis, we have to write same data type, whatever we have written over here, and the expression. Here you can write expression or you can write variable also. So just example purpose, I have taken 34.567, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to convert this 34.567 into a short. As we all know, short comes under integer value, and here I'm trying to assign value 34.567. So I will be having what? Data loss. Another point is that whatever variable type you are taking here, same type should come in parenthesis also. So target data type should come in parenthesis. Now here another example is there. I have a variable with value 12.23, which is a decimal value, and I am trying to assign that value into a integer. So again I may have data loss. This was all about typecasting. Now let me go to IntelliJ and show you the program related to typecasting. I have opened IntelliJ and I have created one project in that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate how to do typecasting. So let me quickly create one variable of type integer. So what I'm doing, I'm creating int I, and in that I'm assigning value 1, 2, 3. Then I'm creating another variable which is of type double, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to assign value of I into that. So here we don't have to write any code. You can see I'm not getting any error because double is having larger memory space as compared to integer. So therefore typecasting has done automatically. Now if I print value of this two variable, so just check what I'm going to get. So here I'm printing value of I variable. Here I'm printing value of D variable, which is holding value of I on D. So just see what output we'll get. So let's quickly run this program. So you can see the output which I'm getting. Here I'm getting 123. Here I'm getting 123.0 because I have assigned I into double, and double is a decimal data type. Okay, so I'm creating one more variable of type double, and in that I'm assigning value of I, and I'm adding some double or decimal value to it. So if I'm adding decimal value to any integer, automatically Java will take care of that. So let me print this value. So now you can see it is showing me output 126.3 because I had value 123 and I'm adding some decimal value to it. So what happens internally, this I gets converted into 123.0 and then 3.1 is added to that. So these are what example of implicit typecasting. Now let me show you how to do explicit typecasting. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm taking one variable of type double. So let me take double D2, and in that let me assign some values. This is what the value I have given. Now what I'll do, I'll try to store the value of this double variable into integer variable. I'm getting error as cast it to integer or change the variable of double D2 as integer. So I'm not going to change this variable data type. I'm not going to change data type of this variable. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to typecast it. So for doing typecast, we have to write parenthesis, and whatever is the data type at left hand side, we have to write same data at right hand side also. So now I'm going to print these two values, and let me quickly run this program. So now you can see when I printed D2, I'm getting 123.456. When I'm printing value of I1, I'm getting what? 123, because D, which is of type double, is larger as compared to integer, and I'm trying to store larger value inside a smaller value. So there is a loss of data. So this type of typecasting is known as explicit typecasting. You can assign any larger value to smaller value, but there is a loss of data. You can do typecasting of one numerical data type to another numerical data type. But what if you want to do typecasting of string variable? So let me show you example for that. I'm creating one string variable S, and I'm trying to store value in that as 1, 2, 3. If I try to assign value of this S variable, which is of type string, into an integer variable, I'm going to get error over here. That is what? Change the type of int as string. And here you can't do typecasting. If you want to try to convert, or if you want to try to do explicit typecasting of string S variable into integer, then it is not possible because you cannot convert string into a variable of type integer. If you want to convert string into integer format, because sometimes it happens you are taking input from user using some GUI, and in that the values are of type string, and then at that time you want to convert this string into integer equivalent, what you can do, you can use wrapper classes. Wrapper classes I'm going to cover in my upcoming video, but for time being let me show you how it works. So since I wanted to convert this string which is in double quotes into integer value, so what I will be doing, I will be using wrapper class of integer. So I want to convert string into integer equivalent or any numerical equivalent. So you can use appropriate wrapper classes for that. So here I want to convert it into integer. So I'm using what? Integer wrapper class, and then it is having a method known as parseInt. So you can see here parseInt is taking what? String value only. So I can write integer dot parseInt and then pass the value which you want to convert into string and store it into integer variable. So int I2 is equal to integer dot parseInt. Now you can see I'm not getting error over here. Integer is a wrapper class and it is having method for converting string into integer. Now if I want to perform any operation on this string value, I can do that. Other wrapper classes are also available. If you want to convert string into double, then you can use other method also like double dot parse double. So I'm not covering this topic in this video. I'm going to cover in my upcoming videos. Okay, this was all related to typecasting in Java. I have shown you how to do implicit typecasting and how we do explicit typecasting. In my next video, I'm going to cover how to take input from user. So do watch my next video. Friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do it now and don't forget to press bell icon. Also, if you think that I have added some knowledge to you, please like and share my videos to your friends and families. And if you have any query, do put in comment box. I'm going to surely reply to your queries. Thank you friends for watching my video till end. See you in next video. Till that, bye bye and take care.